Hey, how's it going? I'm Josh from 91 Tech, and today I've got something kind of cool to show you guys. So I've done a few videos where I show you guys what I've bought in the past, and you guys seem to really like those, so I'm going to do another one today. This time, not with a phone. This is a MacBook Air. This specifically is the 2015 11-inch model. Now what's cool about it is not the fact that I have it. You know, it's a MacBook, they're everywhere. I only paid just over $300 US for this MacBook Air. Fully functional 2015. So I actually paid $400 Canadian, exactly, on Craigslist. So, you know, take that as you will. That's more like 310 US. It's close enough to 300 to call it that. It was a really good deal. Here it is right here. And this thing is perfect. There's literally nothing wrong with it. The guy said he had it for like 4 months, I think. I have no idea why he sold it to me for $400. So this was on Craigslist, which is usually sketchy. When you see a deal that is that good, you typically think, okay, something's wrong with it. So, you know, I text this guy because I was looking for a laptop to replace my Chromebook that broke after like 8 months. Won't talk about that, but anyway. So I text the guy and I'm like, hey, is there anything wrong with it? He's like, nope, perfectly fine. I'm like, all right, how come you only want $400? Just kidding. I didn't say that. You never say that. If somebody's offering something cheaper than it's worth, you don't ask them why. That's a terrible idea. They might catch on to the fact that they're undercharging you. So I say, okay, well, can I meet you somewhere to, you know, look at it? So a good trick when you're buying online on, say, Craigslist, is not to meet them at their home. Meet them at a good public place, assuming you can for whatever it is. If it's a car or something, you're probably gonna need to go there. So I met him at a Tim Hortons, and I looked at the MacBook. I couldn't find anything wrong. He went to get a coffee, I played around with it for a while, and it was perfect. Literally, I checked for hard drive failure, I checked for everything. There's literally nothing wrong. So I'm super confused. It even came with the box and all the accessories, box right there. But, you know, I'm like, okay, well, seems legit. So he comes back, I'm like, okay, yeah, seems good. There's nothing wrong with it. He's like, nope, it's all good. And I'm like, all right. He said that he just didn't need it anymore because he had an iPad. He said he was a pilot and he just preferred his iPad because it was more portable. I mean, all right, sure. I'll take this off of your hands, no problem. So I gave him $400. I go home, you know, I reset the laptop, everything's fine. There's literally nothing wrong with it. And here we are, about 6 months later, it's still perfectly fine. So yes, I am late to doing this video. I bought this back in June. In fact, I wasn't planning on doing this video at all. I was just going to do a review on the 2015 11-inch MacBook Air specifically. But I thought about it, and this channel has mostly been centered around phones for the last, 2 years-ish? So instead of doing that, I wanted to do this quick video and ask you guys if you want me to do a review on this laptop or not. If you do, let me know. And also kind of just tell the story, because for $300 for a perfectly fine 11-inch, 4 gigabytes of RAM, i5 MacBook Air. So let's talk about this MacBook a little bit here. So I'll open it up. There it is. It's fast. It's got I believe it's got a 128 gigabyte SSD. It's running the newest version of Mac, High Sierra. It's shockingly good. Like, I can't believe that I got it for such a good price. And it's perfect for me. I'm in school, having a laptop can be very handy, especially for some classes. So some things I love about this MacBook Air. It's super light, super thin. Look at that. It's so thin. And I'm sure you know that because a lot of you have seen MacBook Airs, I'd imagine. But it's crazy. This thing slips into my backpack, no problem, everything's good. Another great thing about it, it's super light. I mean, it's called MacBook Air for a reason, right? But it feels really good, it feels solid, got that aluminum, you know, and I got it for $300. So for reference, these things I'd imagine lowest you could get one for is probably $600. Maybe you could find one for. It's been a little while since I've looked them up, so I'd have to do some research on that. But $300, no matter which way you look at it, is a really crazy, crazy deal. Another thing I love about all MacBooks, not just the MacBook Air, but when you can lift it up with one finger, it won't lift up the bottom when you lift it up. I also love the MagSafe charging port. Having the magnetic charger is really awesome. This MacBook Air is actually surprisingly good. I can run Final Cut on it. I joke you not. I joke you not. I don't know if that's a thing. I kid you not. I can run Final Cut on this 11-inch MacBook Air with a 1.6 gigahertz i5 processor. That's how well optimized it is, I guess. It works. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it works. I really like this MacBook Air, and I'm really glad I bought it. So that's about all I got for you guys in this video. Essentially, I got a really good deal on a MacBook Air, and I've been using it ever since. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video or found it interesting, make sure you leave a like and comment whether or not you want me to do a full review of this down below. Subscribe if you enjoy my content. And without further ado, I'm Josh from 91 Tech, and I will see you all later.